Hello lovelies, hello family, and welcome to my channel. Today I want to do something a little different. I want to talk about chakras. Yes, I did a video a while back about chakra healing and what the indigenous people believe when it comes to chakras. And now on this particular video, I want to talk about the definitions, the meaning of chakras, and the ways that you can actually balance them. I found this wonderful article on Yogapedia. That's an awesome website to go to if you want to get more information about how to balance your chakras and to get more information about anything dealing with holistic health and healing. I think personally, I believe, this is my point of view. I believe more and more people are starting to look more and more into holistic health and holistic ways of healing, going more the natural way, just like a lot of the indigenous people have done in the past. And I think it's a new and growing trend, and I think it's wonderful. And I think more of us need to do that in order to heal ourselves, both, not just physically, but with the mind, body, and spirit, because the whole person, as opposed to just healing bits and pieces of us. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it makes sense to me. But anyway, I want to talk about the definitions, what chakra means. It says here in this article, it says, what are chakras and chakra therapy? And it says here, the definition, what does chakra mean? Chakras come from the Sanskrit chakra, which means will. According to yoga traditions, a chakra is one of the 7 points in the human body, each responsible for a specific spoke of physiological functions and emotional experiences. Yoga and meditation are means of keeping all of the body chakras unrestricted and open to the circulation of spiritual energy, essential for health and emotional well-being. And it has the link here to the definition. And like I said, this is, I think it's very important that we balance our energy points within our body. I've been practicing this, and I also share this with a lot of my clients and patients with chakra healing. I noticed that a lot of people, especially Aborigines, American Aborigines, aka African Americans, we sort of shy away from it. Some of us do. And I think too, it had to do with the cost, and some people think it's expensive and everything, but to take up, yoga classes and stuff. But I think more of us should start looking more into this, especially with the problems of having hypertension, high blood pressure. I have high blood pressure and it runs in my family. And I believe a lot of times we're under stress, especially when we're going through a lot of systemic racism, stress with especially the women being single mothers. No, not all of us are single mothers, but there's some of us that are. Being a single mother can be quite stressful. And just, men, American Aboriginal men, go through a lot of stress too. All of us, we all do. But as a group, as a collective, we do tend to not take care of ourselves like we should, and not just at a physical level, but a mental and spiritual level too. And what I love about understanding your chakras, realizing that we're energy beings. We're more than just the physical. I say that all the time. We're actually energy beings. When I study a lot of the medical classes, I'm taking some classes in the medical field. And also the class that I took in cognitive neuroscience during the doctoral program that I was taking, it talks about, the textbooks that they have oftentimes, through research, they speak on these energy points, these energies in our body that powers our body to keep on going. And chakra, it is a representation of these energy points, and essentially it's 12, but in this particular, there's actually 12 points, but and I have heard that there may be more, but 12 more than that. But in this particular video, we're only going to go through the 7 basic points of chakra healing. And right here, I love this picture right here. It says the benefits of chakra meditation. And like you say, y'all, this is linked to the yoga pedia. This is where it comes from. You can just go there, and it has, you can learn more about these energy points. It says here that the crown chakra is the top, and what I like about this picture here, it shows the colors that represents each chakra points. The brown, chakra, the purple, the lavender right here is the crown chakra, the third eye, and then it shows the throat chakra, the heart chakra, the solar chakra, the scrotum, what is it called? I can hardly see this picture. I need glasses, you guys. The stomach chakra. Right now we call it the sacrum, I believe, chakra, and the root chakra. I can't read that, you guys. I apologize. Let me see if I can extend it. Sacrum. I'm sorry. I extended it, you guys. It's the sacrum chakra. That's what it's called. Let's go back. Sorry. Let's see if I can pull it up again. There we go. The sacrum chakra. That's why I didn't want to expand it, because sometimes it goes in and out. Let's see if we can pull it back up again. Here we go. And I'll pull back up again. Sorry about the internet's a little slow there. So the sacrum chakra and the root chakra. Okay. And it says here, chakra therapy. Chakra therapy is a technique of enabling energy to flow through the chakra points within the human anatomy. Oftentimes it's called balancing chakras. The objective of stabilizing the chakra points is to balance the chakra points to its most favorable levels between energetic parameters. In order for the chakra system to work more efficiently, there are some elements to consider. Balancing stabilization, differences between energy levels as it pertains to each chakra points, adequate range of energy levels as it pertains to each chakra points, and adequate amount of polarization, inner and outer flow, or receptive and expressive. And then right here, it goes to the definition of each point, which is wonderful. I'm glad they have this up here. I would try to stretch this. I'm going to try this again, you guys. Hopefully it don't go out. Bring y'all a little closer. Okay. It says here, chakra definition. We was talking about the root chakra. They got it backwards here. Let's start at the bottom, because I usually, when I do my meditation, I start with the crown chakra, which is at the very top of the head. On the other illustration at the top, it shows where it's at. And this is the universal consciousness right here. When I do my meditation, I always start with the chakra, the crown chakra. But anyway, the crown chakra is the consciousness. It's known as the cosmic connection to the Most High, enlightenment, and gateway to the dimensions. Okay? And I feel like that's very important. Like when you are going through a lot of stress, oftentimes we sometimes you might feel like you are out of touch with, with the Most High. For those of you all who are into spirituality and believe that there is a Most High, or Hawa. That's who I call God, Hawa, Most High. This is understanding this point that there might be some sort of disconnect. And, it gives you an opportunity to start thinking about, hey, my chakra point is offline. I'm not going to talk about it right now, but right now we're going to go through the definitions. We're going to explain further about the techniques. I want to stay on track with these definitions. The third eye is right in the middle of the forehead. And when it's right at the middle of the forehead, and with this is that some people believe that the third eye means telepathy. It heightens your intuition, having visions, a connection to a higher self of yourself. And like I said, some people also believe that this third eye is dealing with your psychic abilities, being able to understand and be more aware of the unknown. And so we'll go into that later. And also the other one is the throat chakra, which it communicates with sound and speaking. This is the point where it's good to start figuring out ways that you can balance your throat chakras when you feel like you don't speak up for yourself. For example, a person might feel like they might not be speaking up for themselves or have a loss for words. Sometimes it might be that your throat chakra might be misaligned, and you might need to bring more of a balance to bring back more balance to the throat chakra through meditation. People have different ways of doing this through meditation. Some people use Reiki. I use Reiki. I love that. Some people may use yoga. I also use yoga. I just started practicing yoga myself. And there's different techniques that you can use to bring more of a balance to these particular chakras point. And so usually that's dealing with speaking, your throat. Throat means communicating verbally. The sounds, listening also is included in there. Self-expression, like I said, being able to speak out for yourself, advocate for yourself. These are things that your communication skills, dealing with the throat chakra. The next one is the heart chakra. This is dealing with, bringing balance to your emotions, learning how to forgive, your love, relationships, understanding and trust and hopes. And see, this is a great chakra to do when you feel like things are out of whack with your relationships, with love, with learning how to forgive past hurt and past pain. And also, we're going to go on to the next one. And y'all notate the colors, because these colors are indicative of these chakra points as well. And also the solar plexus, like this is dealing with your willpower, your energy, metabolism, self-esteem, social identity, happiness. So whenever you're feeling like you're low in self-esteem, this is a great point that you can use to try to balance through the various type of exercises and techniques that we're going to later go further more into details with. But this is also a great way to balance, a great point to balance if you feel like you're lacking energy. And for those y'all with metabolism problems, this is another thing. I need to do this. The solar plexus is a place to go to do your deep healing, deep rooted healing, and balancing of your energy point in your body, you know. And another part is the sacrum. That's that's dealing with relationships too, emotions, sexuality is also there. Your self-worth, creativity is also located at this particular point in energy, your energy source within your body. And so if you are having problems with your creativity, this is the part of the body point, the power point that you need to start focusing in on and balancing through the various techniques that we're going to discuss later. And the last one, which is towards the bottom, which is up here at the bottom, you know, right here, the root chakra. This is when you're grounding yourself. Sometimes grounding is also about stability, physical needs, security, survival, manifestation, and the material world. This is dealing with the material world, physical world. This is the point that you need to go to balance. If you feel like things are just out of whack with you, physically, like if you feel like you're not doing manifestation or manifesting the money, or don't have enough or whatever you need, essentials to do well here on this earth plane, this is the chakra that you need to do. Sometimes we might be depressed and often into our own little world and space where we are just not grounding ourselves. Sometimes you have to bring yourself down back to earth to ground yourself in order to get things done. In other words, also it helps you to feel more secure with what you're doing. It helps you to survive, especially during these trying times. So all these chakras are very important, and it brings wholeness to you as a person, as an energy being. And I think too, that's what we should be looking at. We need to figure out ways on how to bring balance to our chakra points in our body. And I think it just baffles me that a lot of times the medical field don't, they don't really focus on these energy points in the body. They mention it in the medical books when we train to go into the medical field, such as medical assistants, nursing, and, as a doctor. But they don't really elaborate or go into full detail or focus on it, incorporate it with treatment, which I think is very important. I think it's very lacking. And where it's lacking, that's where we must do is going in and treat ourselves, because the doctors ain't going to do it. Not right now. Maybe in the future, as people realize the importance of holistic health and realize that wellness is also important. It's just not the physical and fixing things and repair work onto your body. It's also preventive health. And these things help you, and just in a more deeper way, in other words. So we went over the definitions to this point right here. And if y'all want to check it out, y'all go to Yogapedia to get more. We're going to go directly to the Yogapedia site because I found a wonderful article right here. Another one. And I'm going to put a link to the Yogapedia at the bottom of this particular blog so you all can see it for yourselves. It has this one goes more into understanding the 7 chakra points. A lot of times, we might know that there are the 7 points, but what do they do? And this is what this article explains. it says here, this particular article was written by Molly Ray Bernard Leach, and MSW, which is Masters of Social Work. And so it was published in 2018. Yeah, November 9th, 2018. It says here, the 7 major chakras, which means will in Sanskrit, are energy centers within the bodies. They're said to be hundreds of chakras, but we tend to focus on these major 7. See, like I said, it's a ton of them. It's a lot of chakra points within the body. But just so we can do it as beginners or people who are not as experienced as the experts, understanding the 7 bases is key, to getting started and delving into it. And it says the 7 are the root chakra, the spleen, the sacral, the solar plexus, the heart, the throat, the third eye, and the crown. They are visualized as spinning wheels. As energy, they become slow and sluggish or blocked. The ability for energy to flow freely within the chakras affects us physically, emotionally, and spiritually. We can learn to sense blockages by creating awareness of our own energy, physical sensation, and emotional states. And that is key. That is very much key. These awareness, as you become more in tune with yourself, that's how you do it. And like I said, there are techniques to help you build that. And these techniques is through exercise, spiritual exercise, and energy healing exercise, such as yoga, like Yogapedia right here. That's an excellent way to connect. Another way is through meditating. Another way also is through Reiki. All these 3 techniques sort of very much tie into this, helping you to explore and understand your energy levels and your energy points and your physical sensation and emotional state. It brings the 3 elements together, the mind, body, and spirit, in order to bring a bit deeper and more clear understanding of what is being blocked in your mind, in your body, because like I said, we're energy beings, we have energy within our bodies. These chakra points help energize our bodies to do the things that we need to do here on this earth plane. And it says this article will discuss to create awareness of our chakras to understand when we need balancing. We can do this by understanding their functions, as well as which meditation, visualizations, asana practice assist us to balance them. How do I know which chakra needs balancing? And that is a good question.